Howdy, y'all. Kevin here. Extracted, episode 6. This episode started out with 7 remaining survivalists. And it started out with a few of the guys actually doing something to gather some food. Jake was out fishing, and he was actually successful. He caught 4 or 5 little fish, and so he's got some food, or he's had some food on this. After that, they resumed the hunt challenge that was called for weather the last episode, and they sent them out to hunt and do their thing, and nobody got anything as far as I could tell. But one thing I'm kind of curious about, I'm still seeing gear show up that that wasn't in any of the supply drops. One of the contestants had one of those little soft-sided canteen Boda bag looking things, and we haven't even seen those go out in supply drops, so I don't know where that came from. And I think I saw a coffee cup, one of those little metal enameled things, and other things that I don't know where they're getting this stuff. I'll be honest with you. But let's see. Like I said, the hunt was a bust. So nobody actually got anything during the hunt. Then they did their little supply drop challenge. And the twist this week was they had to take one volunteer from the family members back there who basically went into the supply room and packed crates for everybody, but not everybody. They only had 5 items. And like I said, there were 7 people left at the beginning of the episode. So 2 people were automatically getting empty crates. Let's see. What did they have? They had a potato, a survival blanket, one of those little emergency Mylar blankets, some fire starting stuff, some dry wood, and some matches and things like that. They had a roll of toilet paper that could go to one of the survivalists, and they had a full MRE that could go to one of the survivalists. Now, the guy that volunteered was Austin. He was one of Jake's pet crew members, family members. And he went in and packed the crates, based on his decisions. And he ended up giving the folks things to folks that needed it. Then he gave, like, the toilet paper to somebody who really didn't need it, but he didn't think really deserved to get anything based on how lazy they've been as a survivalist. And those are his words, not mine. I paraphrase, though. He was basically talking about, well, that guy just lays in a shelter and sleeps and does this, which has got a point. But then again, survival's a calorie game. So the guy was conserving calories and resting up when he didn't have anything else to do. He could have been doing things. He could have been out setting deadfall traps. He could have been out trying to fish. He could have been out doing all those kind of things. He could have been out foraging. But he chose to sleep in a shelter instead, which is fine by me. Okay? I don't mind that. I'll be honest with you. Then, while the supply drop was being assembled by Austin back in the supply room, Robin's family members, her husband and daughter, decided they were going to pull her. So basically what we've seen again is somebody got a supply crate that was no longer there by the time the supply crate got out there. Which I think that's kind of doing dirty, because it's one of those things. If they've been talking about pulling her for the last 2 or 3 episodes. So if you were going to make the decision today, why did you wait until the supply drop was being handled? All right. But they chose to pull her, and once again, I think they pulled somebody that really didn't need to be pulled, and it was based on emotional stuff going on in the headquarters. So basically, the folks sitting in the climate controlled headquarters with food and beds and all that kind of stuff are deciding that it's too rough on them for their survivalists to stay out there. I understand it's a psychological game. I understand there's a lot of backstabbing and end runs around everybody else and all those kind of things going on back in the headquarters. And like Jacobin's family members like to say, it's a game, we're all in it to win. Which is true. One guy said, I like to fight with, I like to play the game with honor, and I agree with him. But then again, it's a game, $250,000 on the line, so that's what we got going on. At the end of the episode, they show some teaser video of things to come and things like that. And I think some of the fights are going to become a little more heated by the folks back in the headquarters. Woody's family was very upset that he got an empty box based on past things going on, and they started out last episode 5, by saying he had everything he needs. You got more supplies than everybody else. You got better resources than everybody else. Da 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 da. And then they were mad because he didn't get anything and other people got stuff. So, I don't know. Like I said, the pulling of Robin while the supply drop was being made, I think that was a BS decision. I don't really like it. I'll be honest with you. But you got to do what you got to do. And it was starting to wear on dad and daughter's relationship a little bit, which they actually went there to repair, which I think that's the wrong reason to go to the show. But it seems to be working out for them. Yeah. So they ended up pulling Robin. Like I said, they did it while the supplies were being divvied out. So basically, that crate went to no one. So technically, there were 3 crates that did no one any good. But now, they're down to 6. They've stopped saying how many days they were out there. They did a couple of little teaser things. They've been out there for weeks. I don't think they've been out there for weeks. Maybe, if we say weeks as in 2, yeah, maybe. But that's what was going on. Put your thoughts in the comments. See what you think. And tell me how you think the show's going and who you think the winner's going to be. I still got my eye on a couple of them. Jake's doing really good. The girl Haley's doing really good. Woody's doing better than he thinks he's doing because he was laying in his shelter going, I'm starving. I think I may be dying. You're not dying. You're fine. Yeah, I think we got a couple of sleepers. I think we got to watch the Haley girl. And she was all tore up about, I don't know if I can kill an animal. Well, depends on how hungry you are. And that's really about it. So, with all that being said, see y'all in the woods. God, I need a haircut. Oh well. Anyway, talk to y'all later.